Alrighty guys, how you doing? It's your boy TheeBigDTV, aka David, aka Davio, aka whatever you want to call me. And today I want to do a random tag. I plan on doing these types of tag videos at least once a week, because I want to learn how to work with the camera better and stuff. Because right now I'm sort of a noob, like looking in the camera, like I hardly make eye contact in real life. And making eye contact with the camera is much weirder, because like you have to really make eye contact with your own reflection. So yeah, so let's get into this list. It's a random tag. I'll leave all the questions down below. I'll also leave a link to the website in which I got these questions from. Number 1, if you were a Pokemon, what would you be, and like what would your name be, what would your abilities be? So if I was a Pokemon, my name would be BarrelBoi, and it'll be spelled like this. Hopefully you guys can see my hand like that. With an OI, not with a Y. The reason I would get this name is because my family, when I'm in the kitchen and I like to take my shirt off after like a long hard day of school, and the lights are on, then the neighbors beside, like next to our house, can see me without my shirt. My mom's like, oh man, there's the BarrelBoi again. So that's how I got the name. So it would probably be a water type with like ground abilities, I think, because barrels are on the ground, but they also contain liquids. So yeah, I would be like a Mudkip or a Marshtomp or Swampert. I'm trying to think of the full evolution. Number 2, if you could have one selfish wish, what would it be? So I thought about this long and hard, and I really couldn't think of a selfish wish, because anything that I wish for, I would like sort of share the wealth. It's like what Ed Sherman said. You know, what is success? What is success worth if you can't share it with anyone? Or something. There's a fly flying around. Sorry if my eyes aren't looking at the camera. So I thought that maybe it would have to be like unlimited food at some restaurant. That's my one selfish food that I couldn't share it with, because originally I was gonna say like unlimited food at like Pizza Hut or Domino's, but I would just want to share that food with my friends. So yeah, once again, it's gotta be selfish. I don't know. So let's go with like unlimited food at Domino's without having to share with people. Number 3, what was your last birthday like? So if you guys don't know, I was born on February 18th, and that's in a school day. That's always on a school day, except for when it's on the weekends, and like every blue moon, it's on President's Day. So I'm usually at school. So for this year's birthday, I was at school. I came home. I don't think I ate some cake. I think I ate cake on the weekend, and then I went to sleep. Sorry, if I could have a superpower of mind reading or invisibility, which one would I choose? So I was thinking this through, and if I could mind read, I feel like I want to be able to control that, and I would just hear like everyone's thoughts all the time. And it's kind of like I don't want to hear people's thoughts of me, because like if someone's like thinking of bad stuff about me, then I would have to hear it. So I wouldn't want that. But invisibility is like, I don't think that's really that useful. Like, I guess it could come in handy. So I'll have to say invisibility. What's my favorite pizza topping? So I like pepperoni pizza, but whenever I order pizza, I get 4 meats, I think is what it's called. It's bacon, sausage, pepperoni, and Canadian bacon. That's a lot of meat, now that I said that out loud. So I think my favorite out of all those is sausage. What's my favorite dessert? Dessert. This, you know, like what you eat after you eat your main meal. I would have to say ice cream. Like there's nothing better than ice cream, really. What's your favorite movie? So my favorite movie is The Count of Monte Cristo. If you guys don't want to hear any spoilers, I'll probably leave a annotations right here. If not, just like slide along. The Count of Monte Cristo. It's got not Mel Gibson. I don't know his name. He was in The Passion of the Christ, I think. He's in Person of Interest. I don't know his name. I'm trying to think. Whatever. So here's gonna be some spoilers. So I'll give you one more chance. Like skip forward. So basically, what the Count of Monte Cristo is, this sort of like Shawshank Redemption, except for it's older. Like the writings came out actually during the French Revolution. And so what it is there's a guy named Edmund. He's like uneducated. He's got a girl he's gonna marry, but he's also got his best friend. And then his best friend betrays him. He goes to like sort of this equivalent of Guantanamo Bay for France of the time, because he was working with Napoleon. And so you guys know Napoleon like rose to power and then like like fell, there we go, fell from power, and he like spoons his way out with a priest, and the priest teaches him, and it shows like the power of education, because Edmund and the Count are 2 different people. But then it also shows what vengeance will do to you, because Edmund is a super nice, lovable guy who wants to help others, while the Count is more of a selfish person who just wants the girl and wants to make other people pay for what happened to Edmund. Obviously he's the same guy, but like after he goes to the prison, he's not the same guy. Like he doesn't act the same, I should say. So that's my favorite movie. It's like The Shawshank on how he gets out. He doesn't actually dig through. He does some pretty cool thing, and you guys will have to see that yourself. So watch that movie. It's pretty cool. Favorite thing to do when you're upset? What do I like to do when I'm upset? I like to, sometimes I'll scream like when I'm mad. What else do I do when I'm upset? I think I like punching things when I'm upset. That sounds funny, like when I get mad, just punching stuff. I don't like take it out on people. I'll like hold it in and just punch a couch. In fact, when I heard bad news about something once, I got so mad I like punched a couch and broke it. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. I got so angry. I was driven by the hatred within my heart. Not heart, within my mind, because I was sad. So, number 10, if you could play an instrument, what would it be? If I could play an instrument, any instrument, it would be a piano. I think it's so cool how the people are like, da 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 da, like with their fingers. Their fingers are like, dee 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 like I can't do that with my voice, but their hands can do it with the piano. So pianos are awesome. It's got like 84 keys, so like you have 84 different noises, and then you have the foot pedals underneath. You guys can't see my feet, but I'm moving my feet. So that's a pretty awesome instrument, if you ask me. When was the hardest I laughed? That's number 11. I'm probably not saying all the numbers every single time, but I'll say it when I remember. So in science, there's this kid Austin. I'm not gonna say his last name. And I'm in chemistry. I was in chemistry last year, and there's this button on the calculator that you can basically like do scientific notation with. Instead of having to do like multiplied by 10 to the whatever power, you can just do like E, and then you plug in the power. And Austin always got questions wrong because he was actually using the wrong E. Like instead of using like a big uppercase E, he was using a lowercase e, which is what you're supposed to use for exponential growth or something. So that was, I like laughed the whole entire class period. My face was all red. I think I was slobbering because of all of the laugh. It was so funny. I'm giggling just thinking about it. But I do laugh a lot, so I think that's the first thing that came to my mind. What do you order when you go to Starbucks is number 12. And I don't really go to Starbucks. The last time I went to Starbucks was last year. I got a lemonade refresher. No, it was an orange refresher. That was all the way last year because there was a sale. So I was like, you know what, there's a sale, so I'm going to get some Starbucks. I usually get a Frappuccino. A Frappuccino. I think that's what they're called. It's like the ice, the crystally ice. It's pretty good. And sometimes I'll say like surprise me, because I like doing that to the person, because usually you're like, I want my latte with 3 shots of soy milk, 1 shot of espresso, and vegan or whatever. So I don't do that. I'm just like, surprise me, dude. Give me whatever you want to give me. I don't care. I'll pay you. I don't care. What did I want to be when I was little is what number 14 is. Sorry, I can't talk. What did I want to be when I was little? When I was little, I wanted to become a scientist and help stuff, but because, you know, like, you got the Tesla coil. That's like amazing to little kids, that you can like create lightning through like this little like bulb, and all this other stuff. Like you can cure cancer with science. You can figure out how the universe works because of science. Everything you can do is with science. I also want to be a veterinarian, but then when we put down my dog, I saw what a veterinarian has to do. Like just the thought of hearing the people cry when you put down their dog, and having to make like these paw prints, because I got a paw print for my dog, and like the veterinarian probably had to get the dead dog's foot and like squash it in clay, and that's just like heartbreaking to me. So I can't do that. Right now I want to be an architect. But this asked when I was little. So how old were you when you figured out how to blow a bubble with bubble gum? So I was in 2nd grade, I think. Yes, because my third grade teacher was Miss W, and my second grade teacher was Miss R, and in her name was Ryan. I'll just say it. Miss Ryan's class, we learned for one whole day just how to blow bubbles. So, what does that make me in second grade? 9, I think, or 10, 8 maybe, 8 or 9. It's one of those years. If you could go back in time and give yourself advice, what would it be? Now, I don't mean to be cliche, but I'm one of those people that are like, I want to go back in time for anything. I want to change anything. I like where I'm at right now. I would tell myself, like, be a man, David. Never be afraid to do something. Don't care about what others think about you. Just be tough and stuff. So, yeah, I wouldn't do any of that. Oh, bet 500 on the Blackhawks in 2010. Bet $1 million that they're going to win in 2013 and in 2015 or something. Or, you know, that, what's his name? Not California Chrome. American Pharaoh is going to win the Triple Crown. I don't care about that. I would just want to tell myself to be, you know, stronger, be smarter, and never give up. But I've always heard that growing up. If you could change your name, what would you change it to and why? I was thinking about this before I put the camera on, and honestly, I like my name, you know, David. I like how it starts with the same letter that it ends with, to show that, I think it's an always ongoing cycle of, you know, trying to do good, I think. David also means, like, the beloved. So, you know, people always, like, think I'm funny, and they like to be around me because of, like, the jokes I crack and stuff. So, yeah. Like, as I said, it starts with the same letter that it ends. Like, there's no really nice guy names that start with the same letter that it ends the fly. There's Bob and Philip. And I looked up Bob, and Bob meant, well, it's short for Robert, and Robert, I don't like that name, Robert. Like, come on, Robert, a Mexican named Robert? I would be Roberto, there we go. And Philip meant, like, horse tamer or lover of horses, and that sounds a little bit, disgusting if you ask me. Lover of horses? Like, come on, David's where it's at. So I like my name, David. How did you get your YouTube name? So if you guys don't know, as I said, well, I just said, so you guys should all know that my name is David. So in Spanish class, one of my friends, Kyle, he used to call me, like, Big D. And so when I was in 9th grade, my freshman year, I was talking to my friend Jake Talon, you know, about my YouTube channels. I was like, I thought of an idea. What if I was BigDTV? Because I was, like, into rap at the time. So I was like, I'm Big D. TVE, the only one. I can't do anything. I'm not. There's a reason I'm not. There's a reason I'm a YouTuber, not a rapper. So yeah, but I like Big D TE. So it sounds good to me. And then that was taken, so I just put the, because I didn't want to be like the Big D. I wanted to be the Big D TV. So that's how I got it. So these are all the questions. If you guys want to answer your own, make your own video, link will be in the description down below. Questions will be in the description down below. I think I'm going to do this at least once a week. Different tags so that you guys can get to know me better. Most of my viewers are actually my friends, so you guys already know me pretty well. But yeah, I'll see you guys all later. It's been your boy, TheeBigDTV. And now you guys know where I got that name from. AKA David, AKA Davio. And I'll see you guys all later, so bye!